Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's running here at the Phoenix Roval. You're tuning into Iroc TV right here on the Iroc Roval series. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight as we get set to see 9 drivers go head to head here tonight at the Phoenix Roval. Right now your current leader is Kevin McCann in that number 9 Marlboro Mazda. Got Jesse King sitting in second right now. Brian McCann in third and Neil Quick in fourth. And Jose Gonzalez rounds out your top 5 here early on in practice. Practice has got about a minute to go. And then these drivers will be getting set for their qualifying attempts here tonight. These drivers will be doing 50 laps here at the Phoenix Roval. Last week, these drivers took to not Charlotte. Was it Charlotte? No, I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I've done so many broadcasts that I don't remember what was last week. Take a real quick look here. We're at Rockingham. That's right. Rockingham Road Course. Next week we are off for the holiday, and when we return on December 4th, we're going to be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway at the road course combined. That'll be a fun one. Again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. Make sure you check us out on Roku TV, Facebook, and YouTube. Whichever is your preference to watch these races, as these drivers have now ended practice. See what these guys can do here during qualifying. 50 laps, only local cautions on the track, as we're going to watch Brian McCann here in that number 7 come out for his attempt. Once he gets up to speed, we'll ride on board, and oh, maybe not. He had to restart. So we'll take a quick look here at Neil Quick in that number 6. Getting up to speed for his green flag qualifying attempt here. Okay, there's going to be a lot of close turns here for these guys to get around in. Neil Quick's coming down to the green flag here to get the start on his lap. See if we can't ride on board here. Coming through turns 3 and 4. Oh, getting a little loose there, coming around the corner, not able to save it. That's going to cost him a lot of time on that qualifying lap, unfortunately. That is unfortunate for Neil Quick. Jesse King making his way around. Is taking the green flag for his lap. So he completes this lap. This will count. Oh. This looks much trickier than Rockingham last week. A lot more harder. A lot more harder turns than last week for sure. Right now, Jose Gonzalez is the first one to post a lap time of 1:08.13. See what Jesse King lays down here. Currently going to be sitting in third gear, just switched to fourth in the middle of that corner, coming down to the flag stand. over the line. Jesse King 108.34, second best at the moment. Neil Quick 120.52 in that attempt that he had made. Kyle Pettigraph right now making his way through the infield. Making that last hard turn onto the backstretch of Phoenix and then into turns 3 and 4 of Phoenix. See what kind of lap time he lays down. So far, Jose Gonzalez still on top of the leaderboard. But Kyle Pettigraph, 109.18, going to give him third. See how Brian McCann's doing now. Saw him take the track earlier, but he had to reset, so now he's making his lap time. He's got to beat 108.13 across the line. So in third gear, about to pop it into fourth. Oh, maybe not. Gonna bring it down pit road. So far, about 4 drivers have not qualified. Bayou Borders, Sean Williams, Brian McCann, and Kevin McCann all have not posted qualifying lap times yet. Looking for the points after last week. After last week, Kyle Pettigraph is currently in first with a 5-point lead over Randall Boren, who I do not see here tonight, and a 10-point lead over Rob Kitchen. So it'll be interesting to see where everybody finishes tonight. Looks like those bottom 4 are not going to qualify. Qualifying is currently ending. Looks like we're about 7 minutes into qualifying. I imagine it's a 10-minute session, especially for the Roval. A lot of great tracks coming up on the schedule for this league. I know we talked about it last week, but after this we have Las Vegas on the 4th, Auto Club on the 11th, Charlotte on the 18th, and Pocono on to start the new year on January 8th. Should be quite the time, really. And it's great that they use these cars. It gives everybody equal advantage. There's not a lot of horsepower in these cars, but they will get you around the track as fast as you need to go and get you a win. Right now on the season, looks like Pettigraph has a win from last week. Oh wait, maybe not. No, I don't think. I'm sorry. Randall Boren won last week, and Kyle Pettigraph won the week before. Yeah, so last week we did see Randall win at Rockingham. Again, a lot of these tracks I didn't even realize had infields that you could race on. So this has taught me a lot of new things about these tracks that I did not know. And this corner here kind of almost looks like Sonoma coming to that final turn down to the front or to the checker flag or the flag stand. Somewhat looks like that. I think Sonoma's a lot tighter though. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Just waiting for these cars to grid up and be on their way. Should have about 30 seconds before they do so. See who we may have in Discord to possibly pull up. No fast repairs tonight. Any damage you receive will have to be repaired under regular conditions, unfortunately. And there it is. Jose Gonzalez is going to be your pole sitter here tonight. As we get ready. Not sure why I don't see the vehicles. Oh. Because for some reason it had me on pit lane. I know strategy came into play last week. I imagine the same thing will happen here tonight. Green flag is underway. Jose gets a great start on the inside lane in that number 5. Going to head off into turn 1. And Jesse King going to the outside, really charging hard on the outside. And here comes Kyle Pettigraph. Woo, gets a little sideways, puts on the brakes, slows it up. But Brian McCann right behind him, not giving him much room. Saw the mistake that he made, going to go to the inside, but then Pettigraph has the preferred line in that corner. Oh no, we've got somebody around. Cook quick gets into the wall, able to save it, keeps it going. Trying to manage that vehicle now back up front. Pettigraph trying to hold off Brian McCann. Oh, Pettigraph really gained a lot of time there on Jesse King. Did a great job there. Coming through turns 3 and 4 of the Phoenix International Speedway. It looks like Jose Gonzalez is going to lead our first lap here tonight. Coming across the line in first place. Got about a half a second lead over Jesse King. Take a look from the right rear suspension. She has some really good drive off the corner. Jesse King's not able to stay with him at that point. And Jesse pushes a little too hard in the middle of the corner. Shaves some time off, but loses it right back. Loses even more than what he had lost before. Now these drivers will have to make pit stops, so that could change a lot of things, and anything can happen. We saw that last week. You could accidentally spin and ruin your whole race. And something happened with Pettigraph. Excuse me, all the way back to 7th place right now. He's lost 4 spots. See if we can't go back and see what happened here. Oh. Alright, we're looking at a replay here. Oh man, coming through the corner, gets completely sideways off into the grass. Gets it back up and running. Quick seems to have had another issue here. Take a quick look at that. Coming through. Oh, gets sideways. Spins it around. And now something else seems to have happened with Pettigraph. The same turn he had issues in before. Oh man, he just... Alright, he gets it going. Oh. Says something else happened to him. Let's keep watching here. This is on lap 3. This is a replay right now of what was going on with Kyle. I think he's just trying to push it a little too hard, trying to make up that ground that he lost. Unfortunately, he's hurt himself more than anything. Everything seems to have settled down in the Pettigraph camp. As we go back live and up front. These front 4 are pretty close together here. Pettigraph and Quick are going to have a lot of time they're going to have to make up. .14.5 seconds back for Pettigraph and almost 30 seconds for Quick. What do you see here? These front 4 just making it happen right now. See all that movement in the wheel. Trying to keep it as straight as possible, but also using it to just really get into those corners, get a good drive off. It's the hardest thing to do here in these road courses. Getting a good drive off of that turn though. Coming down the front stretch. And that's such a hard transition from the track surface down to this surface. You can hear the tires squealing as though they want to spin out, but these guys are doing a great job of handling them. these front four are so close together. You have to go back to Neil Quick, back about 8 seconds. You barely see them on the radar, or I'm sorry, on the track as he's coming through the corner. Check out a driver we haven't looked at yet, Sean Williams, in that number 87, up 2 spots since the drop of the green flag. He knows it's a long race, so he's just kind of taking it easy. Want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, Loud Pedal Gaming, as well as Spartan Transportation LLC. Want to thank them for jumping on board with Iroc TV for this Iroc Roval series. Be sure to check them out on Facebook in case you want to join the league. Just message the page, and I'm sure they will get you the information you need to get in on this action here. It's only today is only week 3. Got plenty more weeks to go to make the playoffs. So if the series interests you, just make sure you reach out to Iroc Racing Challenge on Facebook, I believe. Now back up front, a big battle here for the lead. Jose Gonzalez with Brian McCann neck and neck. Brian McCann's our biggest mover of the race so far, up 4 spots since the drop of the green flag. Really trying to wheel it and deal it out there in that number 7. McCann has lost a little time on Gonzalez there, coming through to lap 9 of 50. Looks like he really gains on him in this corner, but then after this, it's like, oh man, see, he just gets right up on that bumper of Gonzalez. I feel like McCann's doing a much better job this time around getting up to Gonzalez. I think he might be able to get him here on this front stretch. This is going to be neck and neck. Look how close he's getting to the back bumper. Looking to the outside. Is he going to stick to the outside, though? He is going to stick it to the outside of Gonzalez. And just like that, Brian McCann to the lead. He's got to get that slowed up, though. See him there, he's wiggling the wheel a lot, trying to keep it from losing control. Right now your top 5 is Brian McCann, Jose Gonzalez, Kevin McCann, and Jesse King in 4th, Neil Quick in 5th, Sean Williams in 6th, Kyle Pettigraph in 7th, and Cook Quick in position number 8. Right now you can see there Williams, Pettigraph, and Quick are, both Quicks are very behind these guys. 13 seconds or more. Gonzalez and McCann sticking with one another. McCann and King falling off from the leaders. They will have to make a pit stop. It's funny because I have a lot of information over here for what I use to track these guys, and every time it gets to a certain portion of the track, it's like it's not used to drivers driving on the Roval portion of this track. It tells me that Jose keeps passing Brian, but he has not passed Brian since Brian went around him on the front stretch. Ooh, almost seemed like a too quick of a turn back to the right there for McCann. But still able to maintain that half a second lead over Gonzalez. And now the other McCann, Kevin, has kind of left King in the dust, and he's catching these two. So I just want to do a quick fix here on audio. These guys doing a great job here managing this race. Already on to lap 13. Couple of laps of sights and sounds right here on Iroc TV. Whoa, McCann gets a little loose and tight there, allows Gonzalez to catch up. We're right on the bumper of McCann's car right now. The battle of the McCann brothers. Really used to seeing that here on Iroc TV. Kevin McCann was able to get around to Jose. Right here past him. Heading through 3 and 4 of the oval. Jesse King looks like he's having issues. Gets things back going. We'll take a look at that really quick. Oh, just skips that turn a little bit and just Spins it around. Doesn't hit anything. No harm, no foul. Keeps it rolling. Right now you're looking at the front two racing hard for position here. The McCann brothers, Brian and Kevin. Kevin going to the inside of Brian. Oh, gonna have to break it a little harder than Brian will. Oh man, you can see that car trying to get out from under him right there. And now Gonzalez coming back into the picture. Other than these three, King is back 11 seconds, Quick back 17, Pettigraph back 27, and Williams back 29. And Quick, unfortunately, is retired from the race. Bayou, unfortunately, did not take to the grid. Right now, these guys battling it out here for position. Oh, looks like something may have happened to Sean Williams. Well, looks like he got back going if anything did happen. Brian McCann trying so hard to get up to the back of Kevin McCann. Sorry, Kevin, I have no idea why I called you Kyle. Disrespectful on my part. Guys are neck and neck now. Gonzalez seems to have fallen off from then. Shaw Williams in pit road right now, taking his pit stop, lap 18 of 50. Pit stops will have to happen here. Take a look at the onboard of Gonzalez trying to get through these turns, get back up to the McCann brothers. But McCann do it? I had to. Bad dad joke. Oh man, gets a good run right there, but he had to brake a lot, but he gained a lot of ground on him. About a half a second doing that. These two battling are helping him significantly. Coming up in this corner, he's gonna brake a little later than them. He's trying to gain some time on him. Gains a little bit of time. Oh man, every single one of these drivers trying to just do a little something different than the other guy in front of them right here, trying to gain the momentum, gain the advantage over the other one, and it's becoming real difficult here. Williams now down one lap. Right now, let's take a look at I was trying to, oh, that's the wrong thing I'm looking for, sorry. Oh, here we go. Lap times. So last time by, Gonzalez ran a 107.81 compared to McCann's 108.46, 108.49, and then King's 109, Quick 109, and Pettigraph 110. So Gonzalez was the fastest last time by. But now he's, oh, Brian trying to go to the outside. Jose right there on him. Man, every time Brian gains just the slightest on Kevin, Kevin's able to open it back up. And now they've put some distance between themselves and Pettigraph. So looks like maybe showing Williams, somehow with Williams, but it looks like he is back and ready to go. Jesse King will take a quick look at him. 14 seconds back from your leaders. Neil Quick sitting in 5th, Pettigraph in 6th. Sean Williams and Cook Quick has retired. Only a couple of laps away from halfway. Things are really heating up here. These three are not giving up on each other. Jose has lost a little ground on them. Back 2 seconds in, 2 seconds. Back. Still has him in his sights though. Bouncing that thing through the corners. Getting those rumble strips. But man, the McCann brothers really trying to make this happen here. Everywhere they go, they are a force to be reckoned with. And I love to see it. Right now, Kevin McCann is your biggest mover of the race in that number 9. Up 6 spots since the drop of the green flag. Now Kevin's starting to put some distance between him and Brian. These green flag pit stops will determine a lot. Gonzalez has now dropped to about 3.5 seconds. And now Brian McCann's coming down pit road. Gets it slowed down. Just got to make sure he hits all of his marks on this. The pits could make or break your race. Stops in his pit box. Right sides are up. down and away he goes. His pit stop was only 26.25 seconds. And now up front, the question is, when will Kevin come in to counter that? Four and a half seconds back for Gonzalez. Jesse King back 18.3, about 18 and a half. Neil Quick back in fourth at 30 seconds. Pettigraph at 36. And Brian back 51 seconds. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens when he comes down pit road to service his vehicle. How much time will Brian be able to make up on the track with fresher tires? That's always the big question. Gonzalez has now made his pit stop in that number 5. See how fast that pit stop is going to run him. Currently at 20 seconds. .32, almost a whole second faster than Brian McCann's. But Brian's already made up so much time on track, he just flew around Jose that was in the pits. So that's what because right now, Ken's still 51 seconds back. It's going to be interesting when Kevin comes in, how that's going to play out for Brian. Right now, your top 5 are Kevin McCann, Jesse King, Neil Quick, Kyle Pettigraph, and Brian McCann. Out of all of those, Brian McCann is the first one to go down pit road. The rest of those guys still have not come down pit road. The question really is, how long is Kevin going to stay out? Because Brian's really not gaining any time on him. Brian gained 7 seconds on Gonzalez, so. But Kevin's got to hit every mark he wants, or that he can when he gets in there. King and Quick now down pit road. Neil Quick and Jesse King here. Jesse should be down and away any second. It's a long pit stop for Jesse King. Almost 30-second pit stop for Jesse King. Neil Quick. Kevin McCann is now down pit road. Looks like it's going to be a 30-second pit stop for him as well. Kevin McCann now getting into his pit box. In his pit box right now. Let's see how long this pit stop will be. 22 laps to go here at Phoenix. Right here on the Iroc Roval series on Iroc TV. Kevin McCann down and away, 27.72, but Brian McCann takes the lead away. Kevin's going to have his work cut out for him, but he's going to have fresher tires than Brian. So this will be very interesting as he wheel hops that baby over the rumble strips. Only 1.33 separate him and Brian. So this will be interesting to see as the laps click down here. 21 to go here tonight. And I want to remind you, after tonight, we will be back December 4th. Everyone's taking the weekend off for Thanksgiving next weekend. We really hope that everybody has a fantastic time with their loved ones. Got a lot of good football to watch this week. Gonzalez back up to third after pit stops have cycled through. Everyone has gone down pit road. Earliest adopter was Kyle Pettigraff at 110. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm sorry, the earliest adopter was Sean Williams at lap 16. And then Brian McCann at lap 23. And your late goers were Kyle Pettigraff and Kevin McCann. Kevin McCann currently trying to reel in his brother here. Thing is, if Brian saved enough tires, he may be good to go. Trying to really use every bit of track that he can to catch him. Right now, Gonzalez back in third by 8 seconds. Then it's Jesse King in fourth, Neil Quick in fifth, Pettigraff in sixth, and Williams in seventh. Quick, unfortunately, has retired, as well as Borders in eighth and ninth. Down to 1 second lead here. So go on board with Kevin McCann. You see his brother just there in front of him. He's doing everything he can not to make a mistake here, because that's the last thing he wants to do. Trying to reel him in. Looks like they're also catching lap traffic. Kevin gets a good exit there on the corner. Did come through turns 3 and 4 here on the oval track. Bring it down to the front stretch. Right now, it looks like Kevin is just reeling him in ever so slightly. They get so close to that inside wall right there. Trying to make things happen. That's what Kevin's trying to do here. Looks like they're catching the 87 of Williams. Right now, Kevin just maintaining the distance he has behind his brother. I think this lap traffic will make things a little interesting. See how they get out of the way if they do. Half a second ahead. Oh, got really close to the outside wall. But that helped Kevin gain about 0.2 of a second that lap. This time by, I want to take a look and see the lap times. Yeah, 107.68 for Kevin, 108 for Brian. I guarantee you that the radio silence is real in the game because these two are just fighting neck and neck and using total concentration here for this. It's just absolutely unbelievable how long these two can stay neck and neck and fight each other up. Whoa! Kevin looked like he got a good little run there, but Brian was able to get off the corner faster. $15 laps to go here. Gonzalez has fallen back to about 10 seconds back from these two. He was up here battling with these guys very early on. But anything can happen. These two could collect each other, they could wreck, and Gonzalez could swoop in for the win here tonight. Only 6/10 separates these two. You just see Kevin just whipping around the back end of that Mazda, just ripping it back and forth. Just sitting here watching the McCann brothers go at it, battling it out here at Phoenix. It's been the McCann and McCann show for a good portion of this race. Brian has given himself a little distance here. Looking back at Kevin right now. You see Kevin overdriving just a little bit. I mean, maybe not overdriving, but just taking a wider lane here to try and get more speed into the corner than Brian is. Kevin trying really hard to get up there. Right now, only one driver not on the lead lap here tonight. Coming down the front stretch, you see how close they are in this camera angle. Heading off into turn one. Only 11 laps to go. Ten laps to go, and now it almost looks as though Kevin may have used up all of his stuff. Almost 1.2 seconds separates those two. Gonzalez back almost 12 seconds. King back 34. Quick back 53. And Pettigraph back 58. Just watching as these guys make it through. Now McCann trying to reel him back in. Only a second back. Looking at a wider angle here just so we can see both of them on the track at the same time. Seeing both of their moves. See a different... I feel like Kevin is better on this infield area than Brian is currently. Brian, but once he gets out back to the regular track, he just takes off from Kevin. Watch this. Coming out of this corner, they both get real close to that wall. And just Kevin cannot really make up any ground on Brian here. And then Brian gets into this turn one. You see Kevin's actually doing a good job this time by getting into the corner. Brian gets in there really nice and low, and Kevin drifts up back to the outside, loses momentum, but actually was able to get back into it faster that time by. And now Kevin's got it down to 0.35, heading to the 7 to go. Now, man, Kevin is giving it his all. Lap in and lap out. This is the battle here. Pentagraph, I see him just up in front of these guys in that green Mazda. He won't be any threat to them. Man, Kevin was right on his bumper right there. But one of the drivers could use it to his advantage to get around the other one or block the other one using a lap down car. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen it, and won't be the last. Coming down to 5 to go. Sean Williams is down pit road again. Wondering if he didn't have enough to make it to the end. Don't remember what lap he pitted on. Doesn't tell me anymore, just tells me his most recent. The question is now, Jesse King is down pit road. Are these drivers running out of fuel now? That's going to be the question for me. Because these two have been running very hard, so if that is the case, it may come down to fuel mileage for these guys. McCann really pushing the envelope now. Probably couldn't even fit a piece of paper between the two. Jesse King now down and away out of pit road. Sean Williams on pit road for over 2 minutes. Maybe he can come down pit road due to maybe some damage. But now, catching lap traffic, Kevin McCann's going to go to the inside of Brian McCann. 4 laps to go here. Who's going to have the better line? Brian's going to have the preferred line. Kevin's going to be on the outside. He's going to be able to dive down inside, though. Going to be able to possibly put a crossover move. No, going back to the outside. Now, this is where things are going to get interesting. There is the left car. Kevin McCann to the outside. Brian McCann to the inside. Neck and neck. Coming through the turn. Coming to 3 to go. Kevin trying to give him the bump. Goes to the inside. Oh, saves it. All over each other's bumpers. 3 laps to go. Kevin McCann goes to the outside. Brian McCann on the inside. Brian's going to take that inside line. Break up a little bit. Keep Kevin McCann. Oh, Kevin's right there on the tail. Man, you could see, I could feel the intensity between these two. Now, here's Pettigraph coming up on the lap traffic. Now, Pettigraph's got to figure out what he wants to do. He's got to want to get out of the way. Oh, he brakes. Oh, it's going to mess up Brian. But Kevin goes. Oh, Kevin almost loses it. Brian's going to be able to clear Pettigraph. No, not yet. Still a problem is lap traffic. This is making things interesting. Now to the inside. Brian McCann goes around Pettigraph. But side by side, that's going to pull him back a little bit, I would think. Now he's got about a 8/10 of a second lead over Kevin McCann. Man, that was an intense lap. Finally able to clear Pettigraph. Oh, Kevin dives down in there right under Pettigraph. Gets around him. 2 laps to go here. This could not be any more intense. I'm telling you. Still a battle for first place. About a lap and a half to go. 2/10 over one another. Coming down into turns 3 and 4 of the oval. Only 1 more lap to go. White flag's going to come out this time by. Kevin McCann's going to look to the outside. Crossover, try to go to the inside. Goes back to the outside. I think Brian may have touched the wall. Now side by side coming into turn 1. Kevin McCann all over the back bumper of Brian. Brian has to check up a little bit. Coming out of the corner. Oh, he looks like he wants to give him the bumper. Not sure yet. This action is so tight right now here at the Phoenix Roval. Brian trying to outbrake Brian here. Kevin almost losing the back end. Able to save it. Keeps it going. Just all over the back bumper of Brian. To the outside he goes. Oh, Brian, don't leave him much room. Brian's trying to short. Oh, but they're going to give him the crossover. No, but Brian blocks the move. To the outside goes Kevin. Kevin's going to have that outside lane coming through turns 3 and 4. Who's going to be able to hold it? No, Brian's got to stay to the inside, but they touch a little bit coming off the corner. Brian's trying to get to the outside. Who's going to win it? Oh, no. I think Brian won the race. Brian won by .12. Unbelievable finish here. Unbelievable. I can't even believe we just saw that. We've got to go back. We've got to go back to this point right here. Side by side here, coming through this final turn, coming onto the backstretch of the oval track. coming through turns 3 and 4 here. To the outside is Kevin McCann, Brian McCann to the inside, and they just start ever so close here. Coming around the corner, this is just unbelievable here. Start bouncing off of each other, and just we got to go back and see that in slow-mo, how Brian ended up winning here. He's around, he gets pushed forward, and right there, Brian wins by just a tire. You can't make that up, guys. That's just unbelievable there. Let's see if we can't stop it right on where his tire crosses just before Kevin's does. And right there, the back end of his car passes the checkered flag or the start finish line to bring home the win. Unbelievable race here tonight. Unbelievable. And now Brian out on the track. This is what an unbelievable finish here tonight at Phoenix. Fantastic job by both of these guys. Really was in it to win it. The whole race just battled each other back and forth the whole time. As we await for these guys to come into Discord for their interviews. Just even you can hear the crowd cheering in iRacing how great the racing was. Trying to see who is who. Currently here with Jose Gonzalez. Jose, what a great run by you there in the beginning. You were neck and neck with them the whole way. Kind of take me through how your race went.
Yeah, at the beginning, I saw their pace in practice, and I knew they were going to be a problem. But we we're sticking together, and I made a couple of mistakes where I ran wide in one of the turns, and then I got a slow down, and then trying not to lose the draft. I was pushing a little hard, and once I lost the draft, I knew it was over. There was no way I was going to keep up with them.
Man, is there anything you think you could have done different?
Yeah, I should have, just calm down a little more. Just try to stay within a second of the draft, and I could have probably given him a little bit more of a fight, towards the end. But
It's
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 always
the
next race.
it's the hard thing to do uh, in any sort of racing on iRacing is to relax and kind of let it come to you, because when you see guys like them right there close to you, you are constantly want to try to stay with them and wait for them to make a mistake. But I mean, you come home P3, still get a podium out of it.
Yeah, yeah, man, it was exciting. Once I saw the last names, I knew I had no chance if I wasn't gonna stay in front of them or behind them, close up. So it was good, man. I'll give them a better fight next race, definitely.
Awesome. Well, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, definitely the guys from not a team, my teammates. We practice a lot together, and I've been having some health issues, so I couldn't practice too much this week. But definitely them, my wife, for being supportive when I come down to the rig and and race. And you guys, man, you guys are doing pretty good with this series. I'm really having fun.
Awesome. Well, hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you on December 4th.
Sounds good, man. You as well. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, thanks, Jose.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.
That was Jose Gonzalez in that number 5 car, coming home P3 tonight. He was also the pole sitter here as well. We're going to go ahead and bring in a name I know all too well, Kevin McCann, coming home P2. Man, Kevin, I really thought you had that there at the end.
Yeah, hold on. I got to get my notebook full of excuses out real quick. But yeah, I had made a couple mistakes there in those last 10 laps that really cost me a bunch of time, and just stupid mistakes like going off track, getting a slowdown penalty there. I hit my pit limiter one time in the middle of a corner. So that cost me quite a bit of time. So I really had to full send it there those last 5 laps. And, there was a couple parts there toward the middle of the track there that I was a little bit quicker than him. And I can make up a lot of time. And then, it was just a matter of I knew he was going to be really defensive and just trying to pick where to pass. I didn't want to pass too soon because the draft here is just ridiculous. And I actually felt like he was better than me in the final corner before you come out onto the oval. So I didn't want to be a sitting duck sitting in front. So I knew I wanted to wait until the last lap to do it. Just had to put myself in a position there, and he played really defensive there, and he saw I had the momentum on the outside, and he did the only thing he could there to stop it. Played ping pong with me there up against the wall, but it was a fun race. That's for sure.
I'll tell you, we can also attribute a little net code for him too, because it seemed like once he hit you, it catapulted him straight in front of you.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, man, if your car didn't do that weird glitch thing, I think I would have had it because I had the momentum going forward. And then all of a sudden his car just kind of jolted in front of mine, and, it was over with at that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, great race here tonight at Phoenix. I'm telling you, I was telling Pettigraph last week, I had no idea so many of these tracks had rovals. I mean, I'm telling you, I had no idea they had infield racetrack for us to go on.
Oh, yeah. And they're a blast, these little short road courses like this, especially in these Miata cars. They're, really kind of pack racy cars on road courses. And, they can be a lot of fun. You get a lot of fast guys out here, 2 and 3 wide, and, it can be a pretty big blast.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on second place. I know it's not where you wanted to finish, but anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, just shout out to all the guys that put on the Iroc series, both this one and the Challenge series. Kyle Pendergraph adminning this one, putting it all together. Shout out to all the sponsors, Spartan Logistics, those guys, they make the show happen. And shout out to you guys doing the broadcast.
Awesome. Well, it's good talking to you again, Kevin. I know it's been a while, but it's fun to be back in the booth for you guys. This is a fun series, one I hadn't heard of until now, but I'm loving it so far. And I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you hopefully December 4th.
All right. Yeah, thanks. You too.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. That was Kevin McCann finishing P2 here, just behind his brother. And the man of the hour, a name that I know all too well of winning, Brian McCann, brings it home again tonight. Now, Kevin gave us a list of excuses. Do you have a list of excuses of why you won?
Yeah, I can come up some. How's it going? So I think it was the last 2 laps there. I think Kevin was faster, but last 2 laps I really had to drive a defensive line. He got to me. So my plan was to go slow on purpose in the part of the track where he was beating me in.
Yeah.
That way, when we come off the corner, I'd be a little bit faster. But I think he started to realize I was doing that. So on that last lap, he backed it off and got a run on me on that last left-hander. And, we went in kind of side by side and came out, and we were fighting, and I forced him to the outside, and I think he had a run on me there.
Oh, yeah.
So I hit a banana peel on the racetrack and slid up into him about 3 or 4 times and somehow finished first.
That's awesome. Yeah, I had to go back, slow down the replay, watch, because I thought it was the front of your car that passed the start-finish line, but it was actually the rear of your car that got you the win. So that's pretty funny to see. It's like Ricky Bobby all over again.
Yeah, it was a fun race.
Great race by you guys. You guys always put on a great show. I knew the moment I saw you, both of you in the server, I was like, oh man, it's going to be a good fight. Do you think there's anything you could have done different to, I mean, the pit stop that you made was perfect timing because that allowed you to, I didn't know if it was going to be enough to get you ahead of him coming out of pits, but I mean, it worked perfectly.
Yeah, I was looking at the fuel, and I wanted to pit right when I could take a full tank and just barely make the finish. And it turned out I had about one more lap left, so that was a good call on that lap number. I wasn't really 100% sure if that was right lap or not. But then, yeah, so right before I pit, we was turning like 4/10 slower than what we was on new tires. So I knew if I got my new tires early, I could gap him a little bit for his pit stop.
Awesome. Well, you did a great job tonight. Anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my wife, my family, everybody watching tonight. You guys for doing the broadcasts, our sponsors, our league admins. Brand new league here. Well, first season, I believe. So come out and join us.
Awesome. Well, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving and hope you have a great week. And we'll see you December 4th.
All right, you too. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, Brian. That was Brian McCann there, your winner here tonight at Phoenix International Roval. I guess you could say it that way. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody involved, Spartan Transportation LLC, as well as Loud Pedal TV. Make sure you check both of them out. Make sure you check out Iroc TV as well as the Iroc Roval series. I want to thank everybody for watching here tonight. My name is Timothy Hammond, and we will see you after Thanksgiving, December 4th, right here on Iroc TV. Have a great